Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to show you how to download your t-shirt pricing calculator and how to activate it so that you can get started quoting fast and efficiently. I want to thank all of you guys who have ordered my product. We've had about 60 sales in the last week, and I really appreciate you, so I just want to say thank you for that. Without further ado, we're going to jump over here and I'm going to show you how to get this done. A lot of people have been reaching out. There are videos on the YouTube channel about how to download and operate each product, but I'm going to take you through and we'll just do this thing again. And let's see here. 1 second, because I must be on the monitor. So let's go to the Dell monitor. Okay, so here I am. I am over on the website, and I have this over on my shopping cart. I actually have a coupon code that I have used, and so I'm going to hit proceed to checkout, and we are going to get started. So give me 1 second, y'all. We're going to get ready to start to go in, and I had an email come through real quick that I need to go in and check really quick. Sorry guys, today has been, it started out slow and then all of a sudden it just kind of took off the last half of the day, so happy for me for that. Let's go here. Come on. Send out this quick email, and then we can get started. Okay. So here we are. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill out like my name and whatnot, and hit the website terms, and then place the order. And once you place the order, this is what you are going to get. Y'all. So once you place the order, this right here is what you will get over in your order form. You'll get this, and I actually placed the order for two different products, for the shop management system, which is for screen printers, and this regular basic calculator, which is for pricing vinyl. You can price DTF, you can price any type of transfer that you want to price with that. You get 3 downloads from me. You will get 3 downloads. Now, in the event that you have used your 3 downloads and something happens, then something happens to your computer or something like that, then you have to send over an email to me. And I will respond to you by email. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me make sure that let me get on here so that as you guys come in and I see comments, I can comment. I am going to put this video back up in a quick moment, okay? Okay, y'all. So, here we go. Let's do this real quick. Sorry, y'all. So, these are the products here. In case you don't know what the t-shirt calculator is, this is the t-shirt calculator here. And in here, you're able to add new customers. You're able to do customer lookups. Let's just put in this here. So we are able to do customer lookups. You are able to add in different products. Let's say, for example, I know I need the G500. Here's a t-shirt here that I want. You can also go here. This is a new feature. I have not put it out, put the button here in this newest one yet. But you guys get the idea. It gives you the ability to do, let's say I got a customer, they want black shirts, they want 12, and they want 13. There's our total. We can add screen printing, heat transfer, or embroidery to that, or anything you can do. You can basically, this thing can quote anything that you want it to quote, and here it is. We've already got pricing. It's that fast, it's that simple. I don't promote it much, but this thing is the best. If you are looking for a out of the box software plug-in that you can just pop in and go with it and start giving quotes right out the box, this is it. I have thought of everything. I've used this thing for since I started making these, I believe 2009, somewhere around in there, and it has worked for me beautifully. Okay, I attribute a lot of my success to this calculator. Okay, you will need a version of Excel in order to run it, right? Because it is a plug-in for Excel. Okay, let's pop back on over here and let's not save that. Now here we are in our products, right? So once you download it, once you pay for it, you're going to get this. This is the actual download link. I don't know how you guys miss it, but it's a very, very bright button. We're going to download both of these. We're going to download this one, and we'll download it here on the desktop. It's going to be a zip file, and then we will also download this one. Now, a lot of times people end up missing this button, and no problem. I've just used one of my downloads. If by chance you have, let's say, lost your calculator, you need to come back at a later date and you need to go in and find it, right? Then only thing that you need to do is come back over to the website. Let's go over here from the main page of the website, go to resources, go to my account, and under my account here you will find your downloads. Okay, so here are your downloads. I just downloaded. I have 2 downloads remaining. Click the button and download it. Okay, so I'm going to go to where my downloads are. If you are downloading from Chrome, then all you have to do is click the Chrome button when you download it, and you will see where your downloads are, right? Other than that, just make sure that you save it wherever you're going to save it, and you know where it's at. So I'm going to click this button and I'm going to open this download. Now, this folder needs to be extracted because it is a zip file. You cannot run the app from the zip file. So you're going to click extract all. You're going to, if you want to rename it now, you can, or you can just go ahead and open it. We're going to open it up. When you open it up, here is the information. You're going to see this file, right? Open up the file. You're going to see a note from me. This is a note right here with my special thanks that tells you where you can find the training videos on the website. Okay, just tells you how many times it's been downloaded, and I have not updated this since 2020. Okay, so at 2020 it says we were at 3,700 people. So I'm gonna go in and I will be updating this. So if you purchase this later on, you'll probably see an update on that. That will probably be updated. You have your end user agreement. Okay, just telling you that, hey, this is my product and I will sue you. Okay, letting you know that, hey, you're getting to use this. You do not have the right to resell or anything like that. Okay, so one thing I want you guys to know is that once you download the product, right, it will lock to your computer, and when I go in, when you reach out to me for service, there's a service code that I will ask you for. Okay, now let's go here to installing, And this is how it tells you here how to install, right? If the software requests a product key, you're going to need to activate it, right? So the yearly subscription is already pre-activated. So all we have to do now, let's close this out. Let's go here and let's open it up. And I'm going to show you guys where you guys are having some problems. So this is where a lot of people are having their first problem. When they open up the software, it's either one or two things that you'll have an issue with. And let me kind of make this a little bit smaller. Let's just move me over here. Okay, so there's one or two things that can happen. You can go to open up the software, and when you go to open it up, it will tell you that you need to run it as an admin. If you get that prompt, what you're going to do, we're going to go back over here. Hold on. We are going to go here. If you get that prompt, you're going to right click and go to properties. Under properties off in here, and it's actually not there, y'all. Okay, so this one you don't have to do that. I have one that it'll, if you need to run it as admin, you'll see admin that will pop up here, and then you right click it and you run it as admin. That's if your virus protection software stops it, okay? So let's go ahead and go about it here. Okay, so let's go over to the calculator. Here we are. So this is what happens to most people. They say, oh, I can't run, I can't click nothing, I can't do nothing. It is going to run in protected views, right? And in a protected view. And the reason it tells you that is because Excel does not know where you downloaded this from. It doesn't know that this has been out here. So that's why you're going to get that pop-up. So what you do is you want to click enable. And then once you enable it, you are pretty much able to run. Now, you're going to get a pop-up that says that, and you may or you may not. It depends on if you have ran Excel before with macros. So here it will tell you Microsoft has blocked the macros from running because the source of this file is untrusted. Okay, trust and believe, this has been out here forever. This is just something that they do. What that means is when I click this, it tells me the macro has been disabled. What you're going to do is go, and I move a little fast, y'all. Go here to File, go down here to Options. Under Options, you want to go to your Trust Center, and in your Trust Center settings, you want to make sure that this message, that this thing is not blocked. So we're going to go here, we're going to check here, enable all data connections, da 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 da, file blocking. Let's see here. Trusted publishers, trusted documents, allowed documents, da 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 da, that's okay. This here, you should be okay. ActiveX, prompt before enabling. Macro settings. Here are our macro settings, and you want to make sure that this, I'm going to disable it, and then I'm going to re-enable it right here. Okay, and this should fix the problem. Here in protected view, enable protected view for files originating from the internet. You can leave this check or uncheck it. I go in and I uncheck mine. Now, once you open this and you get this to run, you can reinstall, you can reactivate that button, right? I know what I'm downloading, so I'm not worried about anything right here, right? So you can hit that or not hit it. I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to see if this file is going to allow me to run it now. It's still here. I'm going to go here and let's see where this saved on the desktop. So I'm going to close this file, and hopefully when I reopen it back up, I should be able to open it up without any problems. I'm still having the problem. Let me close that again. Okay, so now I am going to uncheck it. Because time to time they do the craziest things over here. Let's go back in here into the trust settings, and under the trust settings I'm going to go into the macros, and macros is enabled, so I don't understand. Disable trust the VGA product. Enable. Let's hit OK. Let's hit trust. Specify the server drafts location you entered for offline editing is unavailable. Okay. Let me see, y'all. So I am turn that auto sign off. Okay. Now let me just go here and save as. You want to make sure it's a macro enabled workbook. And I'm going to do test. I'm going to rename this test right here. And I'm going to save this on the desktop. And it should open up for me. Let's go here to data. Go to desktop. And we're just going to save it on desktop. And that should open up for me now. Let's see what happens. Oh, you want to act the fool with me. Oh. See why y'all having problems out here now. Apps, data, desktop. Test. Let me go here. Details, view, large. Let's save that as test. Thing when I save stuff, I can't find it, y'all. There we go. Now it's activated. Thank you for calling TShirt Shop Dallas. How can I help you? This is she. Okay. I've talked to a lot of people. I'm actually in the middle of doing I'm on live doing a video. Let me finish this up and then I will give you a call back. Okay. All right. Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye. Okay, guys. So sorry about that. So, as you see, it finally did open. I have no idea. You don't want that. So, once you open it and close it, open it again. Just disable those things and then you should be fine. So here we go. We have our end user license agreement right here. This is going to capture your computer ID. Now this is activated. You are totally ready to go. You have macros and everything here. I'm just going to go in here because it's a lot easier for me to take this stuff off and to be able to see as I am going through and doing my testing. So now your product is open, and now you can, we're just going to turn that off for a second. So now the product is open and you can start to edit it and make it your own. What I tell people to do, the first thing that you want to do is you want to go here to settings. You can click these buttons. This will kind of take you through and show you all what's in here, all of this good stuff, sales reports and things like that. And we do have some stuff in here already for you. There's already like a couple, maybe 1,500 products here for you guys. We have a quick order, we have sales, we have an expense report, you have well, add expense and then expense reports. This stuff down here, you have to follow my videos to create the files for. You also have pricing charts. Pricing charts is amazing, because with the pricing chart, let's say that somebody wants a Gildan 500 and they don't really know how many shirts they want. All you have to do is go in here and add the G500 in here. We could do the G500 youth. We can change this to a black shirt. And now all you have to do is just print out this price list and you're good to go. Bada boom, boom, bam. Literally nothing else for you to do. Okay, so we're going to go here, but what I do when you set this up, these are the steps. I'm going to go through it really quick. So under settings here, you want to go here under settings, you want to go in, you want to add your company's information. That's going to update all of this information right here. And you hit add company, it will update your information. If you want to change this out right here, you just click this image and then change picture. Go in and find your logo, and I probably don't have any here. Go here and find your logo and insert your logo, and now this is yours. You want it to look just like yours. It's going to be very professional. Your customers are going to love it, and I guarantee you this thing is going to make me money. This is the secret sauce behind the Lady PB success. I've used this when I was doing automatic printing. I've used this for everything at $199, y'all. They have all of this software out here. I was here before Printavo. I was here before all of these other softwares. This T-shirt calculator has been here and it has stood the test of time. So the only difference between this and the big products that you find is that those products have pricing that is plugged in directly from the distributor. So do you have to go in and update the pricing? Yes, you do, but I have videos that shows you how to do that. So here we are. You've added customer information. And then the next thing you want to do is, let's say if you're over here in apparel, you go through here, you check the wholesale sites, and you change up your markup here on your products, or you change the price of the shirt. So let's say this shirt here is let's go in here and let's see. Okay, let's go to the G500, which is the Gildan 500, which is a shirt that everybody uses. This shirt is no longer $1.64. This shirt probably wholesales for about $1.25. If you do a markup, you just add that 80%. If it says 180%, that's 80%. If it says 100%, that is what it is. So for me, a lot of times I don't really mark up products much. So let's do 130%. And let's say that we want to drag this across the board. We could drag this across the board. Now we have that on all these Gildan 500s, right? Let's go here and let's clear this. If you want to search and filter through products by brand, you can look for stuff by brand. Let's say I'm looking for Hanes shirts. I'm going to click Hanes, and here this shows me all of the Hanes t-shirts that I have in stock. Okay. Now the products that are in here for you to use. You can delete them all out and start fresh. That's up to you. Let's go here and go over to apparel colors. You can add apparel colors. I have some in here. All you have to do is put in the color shirt, add in the upcharge, and add new. If you want to edit this list, click edit, and right here you will see more colors, more product colors, right? Okay, more product colors. It's the best investment that you can make for your business. If you can't quote the job, you can't get the money. That's just it, point blank simple. Okay, just very, very simple. If you can't quote it, you can't get paid. Okay, so let's say that we want to add some more products here. We can go here and we will go here and hit insert and insert a row below, and now add another row to our table. Okay, so now let's go here. We've looked up apparel. We have apparel colors. You have apparel discounts. Some people will give a discount based on how many items you get, how many items someone gets. And we're not talking about printing discount, we're talking about blank apparel discount. So let's say, for example, at 10 pieces, you double the price. So you do a 200% markup if somebody's going to buy 10 blank shirts. This is mainly for people who buy blanks, who sell their blanks. I don't sell blanks. I sell decorated products. So I do not give a discount. So I put 0 in all of these. But in the event that you do, you can say, okay, I want to do a discount at 200 shirts or at 100 shirts. I mean, at 72 shirts, I'm going to give you a 10% discount off the blank price. You have to be careful with that, because when you go to put in your screen printing prices, you're giving discounts on that too. So be very careful with this, with working with the apparel discount rate. Okay, it's there for a reason, because some people like to give it. Everywhere that there's something to do, there's some information for you to read. Okay, I'm very, very thorough with that. So here we go. Let's do an upcharge. Okay, so right now you can add in shirt sizes, but you don't need to, because I already have shirt sizes in here for you. $3 upcharge and $4 and $5 upcharge on 6Xs. Okay, but if you want to add it, you can click here and add another size. Your shop overhead, which is very, very important. Your shop overhead, I have a whole complete video on this about how to find your operational costs, which is going to be, you're going to put in your rent, your electric, your gas, your shop phone, your internet, and anything else that you need to add in here to come up with your fixed costs. Fixed costs, those are prices that don't change. They never change throughout the year, right? And if you work from home, you should still charge yourself rent, a portion of your rent anyways, so that you can come up with a great figure. So here we have variable costs. Variable costs will be things like your inks, your screens, printing supplies, cleaning supplies, office supplies, advertising supplies. Let's say you may do social media promotions. That would be included in a variable cost. Variable cost means those are things that fluctuate. So they may change from month to month. Okay, so that's variable costs. Your variable costs, they will change every month, and sometimes maybe not so much. Let's say you buy business cards, things like that. But these general things here cover screen printing. Okay, if you are doing embroidery, you may put threads in there. If you are doing selling DTF, you've got inks in here, you may say, okay, I'm going to put this in here. I'll put DTF inks in there along with screen printing inks. You have to kind of figure out what you spend on the average a month on supplies and put that in. And then if you have employees, that's a semi-variable cost. Sometimes you'll have a part-time employee, sometimes it's just you. I paid myself $3,200 a month. Okay, that's what I paid myself. So here's my monthly operational cost, which is in here. Hold on one second, guys. Yes, ma'am. Yes. What? I'm online doing a video. I call you in 10 minutes. I'm just doing this T-shirt calculator. Okay. Wow. Okay, y'all. So I pay myself about $3,200 a month. Okay, it hasn't changed. Still think. Okay, and now Ken also pays himself about $3,200 a month, and then we have the kids and whatnot. So they they're the amount that we pay them, that changes. That can change from month to month, but we just put in kind of what we think it's going to be, around about what it's going to be, and it gives us our operational costs for the month. So once you have your monthly operational costs, then you go in here and you figure out how many days, how many weeks do you work in a month. Most people work 4 weeks, right? Let's say if I work 2 weeks out of the month. Sometimes I literally work 2 weeks out of the month, but I don't go and change this because I work 2 weeks out of the month. I set this as what the norm is, right? Because you don't want to keep changing your prices and all of that. You want to get your price together and you want to set it and leave it. Okay, how many days out of the how many days are you open out of the month? We're open about 20 days. How many hours are you open a day? You open 8 hours. Here's your, anyways, when you go through here, read all of this. This is your hourly operational cost. That's how much it costs you to keep your doors open. That's how much money you need to make an hour. So if you, to keep your business alive, okay, that's how much money you need to make to keep, just to keep the doors open. Okay, in my case, that's what I need to make just to keep the business going, to keep that garage going. That's what I need to make. Okay, so let's go ahead, and after you put that stuff in, you're going to go here to screen printing. The reason it makes a big difference is because whatever your operational cost is, it's going to come over here, and it's going to be right here. Now, this is where it gets tricky for most people, and sometimes people start to get confused. I need to be able to see a little bit better than what I'm seeing, y'all. So, I need to put the tabs on, because down here in this corner, there is a plus button. So if you're blind like me, you can move things around. The great thing about the T-shirt calculator is this little floating T-shirt, this little floating calculator right here. You can move it to another screen. It makes it so easy to deal with anything that you have to deal with. So your hourly operational cost is going to come by here, over here. You want to times it by the minimum amount of profit that you make, that you want to make. Mine is 100 times. So if you put in 200, that's going to give you double. Okay, so your base printing profit at the very lowest, not at the highest amount that you want to make, at the very lowest is $68.26 an hour. You guys will hear me saying, I don't print for under $250. If I can't make $250 profit in an hour, I'm not taking the job. That's not what I'm going to go in and explain that to you guys in just a second. Because you may be saying, well, you said $250 an hour. This says $68.26 that you're working for an hour. No, ma'am. Right? Okay, and let me tell you guys why I'm saying no, ma'am. I'll get to that in just a second. So, you're going to divide this by the average number of prints that you can print an hour. If you can print 60 prints an hour, put in 60 prints an hour. That is, we're in the screen printing part of the calculator now, y'all. We're in the screen printing portion. But the prices here actually coincide with your DTF and other heat transfer products that you're printing out there on the market, right? So let's go in and say 60 prints an hour, right? Let's say you are slow and you only do 30 prints an hour. This number is going to change. This is going to be your base cost per swipe. The lowest cost that you charge per swipe is this $2.28. Now, if you can print 100 shirts an hour, you can say, oh, 68 cents. But we don't do that. And the reason we don't do that is because even if we can print 100 shirts an hour, we're not going to be consistently printing 100 shirts an hour every day or all day long. So leave that at 60 max an hour, okay? Now you can add in your screen costs. Let's say that you charge $10 per screen or $15 per screen. Whatever you charge for screens is going to come over here. You see here we have our primary print location. The primary print location, that is the side of the shirt that has the most colors of ink. So if we're printing 2 colors on the front and 1 color on the back, this side of the shirt is our primary side of the shirt. Some companies charge the same thing for printing on the front as they do for printing on the back. And if that's you in your company, then you don't need to change. You don't need to worry about primary or secondary if that's you. If you charge a certain amount for the front, and then let's say you give a discount if they're printing on the back, then you want to make sure in your T-shirt calculator, when we go over to the invoicing sheet, that you use that primary and secondary location, or arms, sleeves, and things like that. Sleeve prints for us have a different price, and I'll show you guys. So let's go ahead and go through here. We have a base markup, right? This is a quantity percentage base markup on what we mark things up at. And this is going to be based on you, your shop, and what you want to do. If you want to do so, right here where you see this $1.14, that's the least amount that I want to print for, right? So at I set that here at 500 pieces, because 500 pieces is normally about the most that we do. Once we go up underneath that, then at 500 pieces, this I'm making 68 cents, $68.26 off of my printing. Okay, I'm not it, and this is just on this. Now, these figures are old. These figures have doubled. So whatever you see here, I'm going to tell you guys to pretty much double those. And I'll show you guys, I will actually go in and kind of show you guys how, since pre-COVID, how things have increased. And I'll probably go in this weekend and update these prices in here so that people will have them. So at the very lowest, you're looking at $1.14. Let me see if I can, well, let's just keep going. So at the very least, you're looking at $1.14 a swipe, per swipe, okay? Now, if somebody orders 24 shirts, in this calculator, the price is $3.42 per item, right? So the minimum price that you're charging is $3.42. Now, my pricing with this, the reason that if you mark up shirts and you mark your shirts up 200%, I would tell you use this pricing. Reason being is that you're going to be on point with where I am or where most people are, right? Now, the reason I have pretty much doubled pricing is because you will get people who come to you and they want to provide their own shirts, because they want to pay you the cheapest price that they could pay you. So we increase the cost of printing, and we decrease the markup on printing on blank t-shirts. That's what I did, and that's what I do in my shop. Because now because I'm no longer doing contract printing, I do B2B and B2C printing. right? And my B2B customers are normally the end user of the product. They're not reselling it, as if a contract printer will print a job for a screen printer, and then the screen printer would sell the job to the B2, to the customer, to the company. That's not what I do. I print for the community. Okay, so keep that in mind when you are thinking about pricing. Okay, now as we go up and you say, okay, here is, let's say that you're doing on average 100 pieces right here, right? At 100 pieces, and you're at $2.28 per swipe, you would be making $228 an hour. Okay, that's if you're able to put out 60 shirts an hour. If you do 240 pieces, according to this, you're at $177 an hour. Now this is just on one color. Now what I want you guys to think about, if you watch Stan Banks, you may have seen him. He's figured out where the magic is. The more colors that you're able to screen print, because if you screen print one color, you can do two, and if you do two, you can do three, and if you do three, you can do four. Okay? And the time that it takes you to do that swipe is literally 10-15 seconds per swipe. So as we come over across the board on your pricing, you're going to see an increase. And normally that price per color, you're going to get an increase here in the cost that you charge for shirts. And shirts are normally about, screens are normally about $15 to $20 a screen. So we're going to mark up that on our screens. And then over here, so right here in the old days, I had 32 cents per item. Okay, I'm going to actually go in because I want to show you guys pricing in today's market. I want to show you guys pricing in today's market versus this pricing here. Okay, I'm going to show you guys pricing in today's market, where we would be on screen print pricing. Okay, this is today's market. The difference is I don't mark up the shirts high. So as you can see, things have changed. There's a 45 cents markup there at 500 shirts versus pre-COVID we had a 32 cents markup. I say mark up everything an extra 15% on extra 15 cents per color. Okay, the more colors that you're printing, the more money you're gonna make. Okay, just so that you guys know and understand. And I will show you, I'm gonna go in and show you, because I'm not through over here on this is the one that you're downloading before you have put your prices in. Now here, if you notice, let's say at 36 pieces, three color job is $4.51. Right here at 36 pieces is $4.51. I have it set for the same on front and back. I charge the same cost for printing on the front and printing on the back in my shop. That's what I do because it's the same amount of work. Okay, some people decrease that back price. It's up to you and what's going on in your local market. So you still have to figure out what's going on in your local market. Now, if you're getting 36 shirts here on sleeves, my price is going to probably be different because I mark up sleeves differently than a lot of other people. I like to sleeve prints in odd locations. I just feel that you should get more money for. Okay, so let's say if you were getting a 3-color job, $5.34 and $5.64 and $9. Okay. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to show you some different stuff now. Now, as you're going through here, I want you guys to make sure that you read all of this stuff. The way that you make money in screen printing is charging for all the extras. This is where all the extras come in over here. So if you're printing on cotton or cotton poly t-shirts, you don't upcharge that, guys. You don't upcharge that. It's just a regular, because you just print on a regular smeggler deckler t-shirt, right? But if you're printing on tri-blends are a little bit harder to print. You may add a 50 cents extra per shirt. If you're printing on hoodies, you should be charging more to print hoodies than you're charging to print a base cotton t-shirt. That's the mistake that a lot of printers make. They charge the same thing for everything. No, if you're printing on a hoodie has more value than a t-shirt. You should be charging more for it. If you're printing on expensive hoodies, you should have a charge in here for like a Nike hoodie. You should be upcharging that, right? Because you're printing on a more expensive garment. So a lot of times what customers will do, they'll come to you, they'll bring you a garment that costs $50 to print each, or let's say 30. The Nike hoodies about $30. The Champion reverse weave hoodies run about $45 a hoodie, right? So at $45 a hoodie, if you come and you get 100 hoodies from me, you're not going to get that at $2 a swipe or $3 a swipe. No ma'am, no sir, no no he, she, no, okay? We're going to upcharge you on that. So you make sure that you go in and you add all of that stuff. If you're printing on bags are a little bit heavier, they're a little bit harder to load onto your plate. If you're printing on shorts, leggings, somebody comes in and they want something going down their ass, charge them extra for that, because you have to have a special plate for that. It's not as easy to print. When it comes to specialty inks and things like that, you also want to upcharge all of these things, right? And you're going to upcharge these based on the products that you're buying. If you guys have any questions, Warren, I'm actually doing this video for you to see if, congratulations. Y'all can't see me, but hey, let me do my dance. Oh, I love it when I hear that. I love it. Let's go, boss team. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's pretty much that stuff. Let's see here. What else can I tell y'all? So that's pretty much your screen printing setup. You're going to go in, heat transfer stuff. You can set that up. In here, it's just set up like this. I'm going to show you guys the way that my heat transfer stuff is set up, because at this time I just had sublimation, names and numbers. I'll go in and kind of, let me see if I can let's see, I'm over here looking at another one. So when you go in, this is the base. This is my pricing after things have been edited. Yep. Okay. So you see how I have vinyl in here, and then I have vinyl numbers in here. I have HTV prints, and then I have the cost of DTF prints. The way that we price our DTF in the calculator is by size, because that's how they're pricing DTF by size now. Don't price your DTF any longer by ink usage, right? Because if you're, especially if you're outsourcing, if you're outsourcing DTF transfers, just go in and get the product list and then upcharge that by what they charge. So if they're charging you $3.50 or $4, you upcharge that, right? And then at some point I am going to put a quantity discount in here on this, but you can discount it over in the pricing calculator. So just to kind of show you guys how you go in and you make this your own. Other types of printing, here you go. This is where you could add in, if you do banners, if you do embroidery, if you do business cards, things like that, you would add that in. Okay, art fees, your art fees, let's go here. So this is for art fees. Delivery times, anything that you do rush, right? Miscellaneous stuff over here, and of course you got to have that state sales tax in there if you're in a state that does sales tax. These are just shipping platforms. These are distributors. This is for you to order SEPs, and I no longer offer, I don't think that button even works anymore because I no longer really offer SEPs on here. I do offer SEPs when people call me, but I don't really do too much anymore as far as separations, but these are the video tutorials. Okay, so hopefully this all helps you guys. We're gonna go here, and we're back to our invoice. Okay, so when you are over here and you are creating an invoice, how do you create an invoice? Okay, how do you create an invoice? Let's go in and close this. As I said before, you can either add a new customer here, put their information in, and it's going to populate here. If you already have a customer, just click here and just add the customer. We got a test company here, add the customer there. Okay, what this does is this is creating a database for you to do your email marketing. So when you click over here and go in here, and we could have just gotten to that from right here, you will start to see a list of contacts and people that you can email, where you can go back and email your customers. So that part is great, y'all. Okay, so we have a product search in this version. Product search is actually leaving. It's no longer in the new version. I actually need to put up a new version for you guys. And once I do, and I keep telling y'all I'm going to put it up, it's just like nobody has been on me to give them a new version, so I just have not done it. Forgive me. Okay, but the product search is going to leave. If you happen to have the version with the product search, this is for if you're looking for a youth shirt or any type of shirt, and there's a little drop down here and you don't know the name of the shirt, and so you don't know the style number, you're trying to figure it out. Okay, we need the G500. G500, that was the G500B, but G500B, that helps us to find our products. At the time, I thought this was a great idea. It does slow the system down. A better idea is to just go over here and go into the products and visit our product page. Actually, that's not the better idea. The better idea is to go here and get to the blank apparel, and then just to search over in here by brand, by description, and find what it is that you need. That's the better solution. And I actually have in the new version here that I am using, if you guys see, I am going back and forth. Oh, they didn't cut off my, I will go in and fix that in a minute. I downloaded that one. You can go through tabs or over here. In this newest version, you can add a product here versus going into the system and adding products. So I'm trying to make it easier for you guys to do. Okay, so product search is going to end up, I still have it on there. Maybe I'll leave it, I don't know. But product search may end up leaving. So here we're going to select the color of shirt that we need, and we have sapphire. Now sometimes, let's say I put in, dookie green, right? I'll get that, which will, this button will tell me, hey, that's not in your product catalog. So I have to either go in, retry, try to figure out something, find that color, or go all the way over here and add a new color in. In the newest version, to add a new color, all you have to do is click here and add the color, versus you going over here into the settings to add a new color. So we do have some updates that are coming for you guys really soon. Okay, so here we have our color. Let's go in. Let's say we want to do, I'm sorry, our sizes. We want to do 12 shirts here, and then that's 12 youth shirts. We want to add a second product. You can add up to 5 products, guys. So here we're going to do, they want the G500 shirt, and let's say in this one they want black. And they want 1 here, 12 here, and let's just put in an upcharge here of a 3X. Notice that over here, because all of these shirts are small, there's no upcharge of anything. So when we added in the sizes, the pricing for the extra cost for the 3X, when you go in and you add in that cost for apparel upcharge, here's the cost that they're paying. It's calculating it and putting it in there for you. So that's going to update automatically. Remember when I was talking about that apparel discount rate? Let's put in 100 shirts right here. This apparel discount rate right here, this is this, which is set for 10%. I'm going to change it and set it all to 0%. Right? I'll set it to 0%. And let's go back to our home, and here we are. We're back over here again. So that's where that apparel discount rate comes in. Only use this apparel discount rate if over in your products, when you're doing where your blanks are, that you only if you're upcharging this area and you're not selling it the same. If you're upcharging it, then you could do a discount. If you're not upcharging like me, then don't, by all means, don't give a discount, because you don't want your discount to go lower than your wholesale rate. Hope that makes sense. There is a video that shows you how to easily import your new updated product pricing. I have to go, it's on the channel under something, right? Under TShirt Calculators, you will find a video on how to import the new pricing. Okay, let's see what else I can show you guys. So back over here to invoice, and if you want to add more products, you would just keep adding more products. You're going to come up with your total, and here's your total. Now, some people don't like to show people the cost of their prints, right? Some people don't like for people to see that. If you are one of those people, it is really easy for you to change that out. You can still change that out to, let's view this heading. All you have to do is go here, select this area, and right click it and hit hide, and now that's what you're going to have. Okay, I like for it to show because I like to be able to see what's going on. I've never had a problem with it. Okay, so here you're going to go in and add your cost of screen printing. The screen printing cost that you're going to get is going to directly coincide with the cost that you set up under the screen that says blank, that says set up your screen print price. Okay, so for example, Let's say they want a black shirt. We got a black shirt here and a red shirt. We doing white ink. We need to add an underbase. Now, I no longer charge an underbase fee in my shop because my prices are high as hell. Okay, so I no longer charge an underbase fee. Reason I don't charge an underbase fee is because we ain't doing no underbasing over here. We good at printing white. We good at printing colors. We use opaque inks and things like that. So make sure that you price accordingly for what it is that you do. So here's our price for printing on the front. 2 colors. There's our screen fee. Here's the print cost per item. If they had color changes, let's say that you're going to print white ink on one and maybe gray ink on the other, you're going to add in the cost of a color change, right? Anytime they change colors, let's say out of 117 shirts, they want you to do it in 3 different colors of ink. They want you to do like a third in blue, a third in this, and a third in that. We go in and we update that, right? This little box here helps you if you're not doing underbases and you're not charging for underbase. Let's say if your white does not look bright white when you do a one-hit white, you're not getting a white that looks like you did a double hit, a print flash print, then you want to say, okay, because some people will ask you for a vintage look. And if they want a vintage look, that's fine. You don't have to charge them for a second coat, okay? In here, you can price up to 8 colors, okay? And then you have the back, sleeve, left sleeve, right sleeve, and other place. So you have 5 print locations that you can print on. So you can price them for front, for back, for left sleeve, for right sleeve, and for ass print, okay? I have never used all of those because it gets expensive and people start to say, oh my goodness, okay? Now, over here under additional charges, these are things, let's say for example, come on guys, hey, what all can y'all do? Oh damn, ZZ. Well, I don't know what to tell you. What do you want to do? You want to go get a stick, or you want to come back tomorrow? What are you going to do? Yeah. When you hit the black and see is put a little ink, a little white ink on that black and see is that going to cover that wall. Does it go gray? Yeah, because if it goes gray, I may have to kills the wall. May have to add that kills on it, but it should. I'm not gonna do all of that with that house. If the black room does not, if the white doesn't go over, then I'll paint that wall. I'll leave that wall black and I'll paint the other walls white, and they'll just have a black accent wall. But mainly what I need to do is get the front, I have people coming to look at the house, so I need to get the front of the house together. And I think I moved basically everything in there. So it's just about, everything is just about gone. Is Adrian with y'all? So y'all don't have any, okay, so you don't have any water, because the dog is out there. You can't go out there and turn the water on. Or you could have cleaned the bathroom for me. Well, you can get some water in the backyard. I'm not sure if he turned it on or if he turned it off. Turn on the faucet in the bathroom and see if the water comes on. He probably turned it off. Let you go out. Yeah, you have to turn it on from outside. And I don't know where they turn it on at. Yeah, I'll be over there. I'm gonna come over there early. I'll be over there early in the morning because I got some people who are coming to look at it to rent. So I'm gonna come over there in the morning and start cleaning up and do make ready. So if you want to come in the morning, if y'all just want to go and come back in the morning, that's fine too. Okay, all right. Okay, thank you, son. All right, bye bye, y'all. Sorry, guys. I told you guys I am coming a landlord, so we're getting the house ready to rent out. Let me grab. Let's see how many we got on here. We got 7. I am hot, y'all. I need to grab a drink of water really quick, so that I can go through. We got about maybe 10 minutes left of me doing this update, and so, Warren, if you are doing screen printing, you're doing your live events, getting your live events going, and you need to update your calculator, you can schedule some time with me. I know in the email you said you couldn't get it open. I was going to do this video and then shoot you over email and tell you to refer to this video, but if you still need me, just let me know. Okay, guys, so over here, additional charges. These are where we're talking about if we were printing tri-blends, we're not printing that or anything right here, but if it was, then this is where we would add a upcharge. If we were printing on a hoodie, we would upcharge the hoodie. If we were printing on leggings, this would automatically, the price that we put there under screen printing here, this price, whatever price we had over here per piece, that is going to multiply times our total number of products, and that's how you're getting that price. So this thing is very, very well sought out, and very, very easy to use once you learn it. You do have to go through the videos and take time to learn it. Where we have art prices, that's all of this right here. Okay, for you to choose whether the artwork is ready, whether it's a complex design, your rush fee. Let's say, I think in here it's set at 10 days standard, and the delivery date will automatically update. If you want to do a rush, you could add rush here. That's going to correlate with whatever pricing that you put for rush over in under rush fees. Okay, so when you went into settings and you did the delivery times, here we go, that's that percentage that you put in there. So hopefully that helps. Just like to tell you guys where everything is, and that's pretty much the calculator, y'all. So nothing else to show. You put some information here. Now in this version, you do have the option to create your job proof right here. Looks like that's not activating for me. I'll have to go in and see why not. There it goes. There it goes. So you do have the option to add your job proof here. That was something that a guy named Mike Hoffner asked me to add in. That was something that Mike Hoffner had asked me to add into the T-shirt calculator so that he could do his job proofs at the same time that he sent out the quote. And that's very easy to do. You will create the job proof in whatever program you do it in, and then you will go here to from this device, and let's say for example this is an actual job proof, so You wouldn't probably want to put that in there. That's how I do my job proofs. Where did it go? Where did it go? Did I put it in there? I call myself putting it in there. Let me go back in. Insert the picture. Place it over the cell, not in the cell from this device. I probably place. So let's say that we have this girl with the t-shirt on it, and then we just pop that there, and it has our design on it and all of that good stuff, and then we can just go in and put in the size and all that stuff, how many colors, the colors that's in the design. This is really, really self-explanatory. Down here, you're just going to update this information with your information, okay? And then once you get ready to save your product, your quote, you're just going to go here and you can either print it or you can save it. I'm going to create it as an order, and it's going to go to a folder. Now I would go in and I would change the path that I want this to go to and set a particular folder for this to go into. Maybe a folder called customer invoices, right? And then all of my customer invoices would go to that file and be saved into the customer invoice file. Once you hit save, it's going to ask you, do you want to add this to your job orders? Would you like to save the order now, right? You can say yes, you can say no. If you use the job board, you're going to say yes. It's going to create a PDF. This is what you're going to send to your customer or print out for your customer, right? I use email, so when we use email, we will send this out. Notice you do not have any buttons here on your invoice. You're going to get a nice professional invoice to give to your clients. If you're dealing with customers in the office, then you want to have them sign off on the order. If not, and you're doing it through email, then your email you should get an approval, have them reply to your email approved to print. And that helps them agree to the terms. Now, even if they don't sign off, because we are very, 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 very smart over here, right? Our stuff tells you right here that when you place an order, right here, when you place this order and pay for this order, you have already received our terms and policies and you have agreed to it. Okay, so that's just another layer of protection for you guys when you are creating your invoices and dealing with customers. It will automatically clear, and once that clears out, you are now ready to go to your next invoice. See, we started at invoice number 1000. Now we're at invoice number 1001. And so if you want to find this job order is right here. These are job orders that have already been done, right? So this is telling you, hey, you got 2 job orders that's past due. Let's hit a 1 here and get rid of that one. These are just for you guys to. So once you have done an order, you're just going to block it out like that. This is our order that we just did. Order number 1000. And this is how you can keep up with what's going on. Or the shirts due. Now, why is that saying past due? I'm not sure, y'all. I'm not sure why that's saying that. That may be a glitch. Because the due date is set. Nope, it should not say past due. I'll have to go in and figure that out. Here's your items. Did you receive the items? No. Did the customer approve the artwork? When you send over the artwork, you're going to say, okay, I sent that artwork over, so that's in progress. Now they approved it, so I got a green light to go. This is over in the screen. I've sent this job over to my print department. I've made the screens and it's ready to go. right? That's what that means. So I made the screens, it's ready to go. Now, and your process may be different, so you can change these names up here. We got the shirts in, so right now the order is on hold because we're waiting for the shirts. Once you get the shirts in, you say, okay, we got the shirts in. Now we go over here and we say, okay, it's in the print department. It's in progress. It's being printed. Okay, and that's how that goes. And then once you're done with it, you can hit. You can just type any number 1 through 9 and you're done with it. Let's say that we need to open this order back up. We'll hit 0 and we open this order back up, and this order is still in our job queue. When I was in my shop, this was how we had the back running so that Ken could see the orders. That's what that's good for. If you want, if you have someone in another room and you want them to see the orders. Now the great thing about this thing is, guys, you can put your T-shirt calculator on the web, and then if you're in another room, or if you have employees that are working in there in another area, this is automatically saving to the cloud, and everybody's just running off the same thing. So you're seeing the same thing that they're seeing in the print department, okay? And everybody can run it from the cloud. So I hope that that makes sense to y'all. Let's go back over here. And that is pretty much it for today, guys. That's pretty much what I'm going to cover here in this video. I'm a little tired of talking. I did, let me tell you guys, talk to y'all for a second. Hopefully this helps you. I cannot stress the importance of learning how to price. If you have purchased a T-shirt calculator, and it's been, like I said, it's been over 60 sales in the last week with this thing. So I really do thank y'all. And I got to do something for y'all because I got to do some updates and things like that because y'all are purchasing like crazy. I don't know what's going on. But the faster you can price, and when you learn how to price quickly and accurately, you're going to make more money. When you are able to hand a person an invoice and write quick and fast, if they're coming to your office and you're able to do up an invoice and hand them an invoice versus throwing numbers out of your head, right? You're going to see a change in the way that your customers react to you. Customers don't respect you when you just throw numbers out. If I call you today and the price is $10 a shirt, and then I call you tomorrow, the price is $8 a shirt, the price is $12 a shirt, right? And then one day the price is $15 a shirt. It's just inconsistent. So think about that when you're thinking about pricing. $200 for this is not a lot for you to pay to have of something that you're going to have and be able to use year after year after year after year after year. Okay. I don't know what else to say. What else that I can say to you guys about the T-shirt calculator? It's so much good things that I can say. It has saved me a tremendous amount of time. And even though now you have like payment processors like Stripe and Square and stuff like that, all I do is go to that platform, put in a total for the invoice, and attach this invoice. I don't go and recreate an invoice because people say, oh, well, what about when you're taking payments? You can still take the payments the same way that you've been taking the payments. This will integrate into QuickBooks, but you don't need to, because guess what? You already have in here, you're able to add your expenses, and at the end of the year, if you're putting in expenses, you're going to have all of this stuff And all you have to do at the end of the year is then just go and hand this to your accountant or do your taxes yourself. You got it covered, right? You're going to have sales reports. So anytime that you need to go in and you need to look at trends, you need to look and see what's going on. Here's orders that we have done, right? Let's say you need to pay your state sales tax, or your county sales tax, your comptroller taxes for your city. You can go in and you say, okay, this is how much I collected in taxes. So you already know how much you need to pay in taxes. You don't have to do the guesswork. It's taken out for you. This thing really, by breaking down your year-to-date sales, y'all, this tells you how much money you spent on apparel, how much money you made off of screen printing, digital printing. Did you sell any digital prints? You might go back and say, hey, I haven't really sold any digital prints. Maybe I need to be pushing that. I haven't charged for, I'm not really making any money off of art fees. I need to push that. I need to charge people for art fees. What am I bringing in off of Rush? What am I bringing in off of shipping, so that you can keep track of all of these things? That's what it's about, being efficient in your business. What are we going on now? TShirt Calculator has been out since 2009. 2010 will be 14 years, so what, 15 years, and this thing is still going, and I'm still quoting the same way, with a little bit better than I was back then. As far as the software goes, a lot better. We've made a lot of progresses, but pricing, and you can literally price anything with this $200 investment. You can literally price anything with it. I don't push it on anybody, because guess what? For those people who don't want to boss up and don't want to grow their business and they want to try to figure it out other ways, that's fine too. I'm going to say this one last thing and then I'm going to get off of here. Okay, y'all? No pricing software. So when you're pricing and you are in business, right? Nothing is set in stone. And this is what I want you guys to know. For about 80% of people, it's set in stone. That price is set in stone. The price is the price. For that other 20%, you may have two calculators where you make a copy, where you have a discount for nonprofits, and you have your wheeling and dealing. And this is when you start to wheel and deal, it's when you're going to be getting up to doing orders of maybe 500 pieces or more, right? You may have a price that's when we were running our shop, we had when we were doing contract printing, I shouldn't say when we were running our shop, because we're still running the shop. When we were doing contract printing, we had prices that were set for contract printers and prices that were set for regular people, right? And so you can do multiple things here, guys. I'm tired. I'm going to go ahead and get up off of here, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Hopefully, y'all stay obey, and we will try to get some things going, okay? All right, y'all. I will talk to you guys in the next video. Y'all have a good one.